FBI has denied a Freedom of Information request to release files relating to Hillary Clinton's emails. In fact, the FBI claims there's a, quote, lack of public interest for such a disclosure to be made. RT's Miguel Francis-Santiago tries to shed some light.
New York attorney Ty Clevenger has been waiting for more than a year for the FBI to fulfill his Freedom of Information request and reveal the files on Hillary Clinton's emails, only to get this response.
You've not sufficiently demonstrated that the public's interest in disclosure outweighs personal privacy interests of the subject.
Well, whatever the FBI thinks, the public certainly made its interest in the emails loud and clear.
These are the three questions that are coming out of that timeline that continue to drive this story.
I'm sorry, when you use a private email on a private server, your privacy rights are out the window when you're the Secretary of State of the United States of America. You don't have privacy anymore. She chose to do this. This is on her, and I personally would like to know.
In a way, reminds me of the Nixon tapes.
It shouldn't go away on the substance, and voters do care about it.
Fair enough, all that fuss was being made while Clinton was still running for the presidency. But perhaps now the emails won't be as damaging, especially given that Clinton insists there was nothing classified in them.
First, let me say that I am confident that I never sent nor received any information that was classified at the time it was sent and received. There was nothing marked classified on my emails, either sent or received.
The only problem for her is that's not true, it seems.
Secretary Clinton said she never sent or received any classified information over her private email. Was that true?
Our investigation found that there was classified information sent.
So it was not true.
Just weeks before the FBI said there is nothing in Clinton's emails the public needs to know, a federal judge ruled that the State Department should do more to investigate its servers for Clinton's messages related to the tragic Benghazi attack, which left several U.S. officials dead. That decision was welcomed by Judicial Watch.
This major court ruling may finally result in more answers about the Benghazi scandal and Hillary Clinton's involvement in it, as we approach the attack's 5th anniversary.
Yet still the FBI keeps silent, insisting there is insufficient proof of public interest. Two more conditions also mentioned by the agency earlier this year. They said they are ready to release the records if Mrs. Clinton agrees to the release of the information or passes away. Miguel Francis-Santiago, RT.
Well, the lawyer at the center of the story gave us his take. He believes the FBI is simply trying to uphold its own reputation rather than support Hillary Clinton.
Well, when I first got the letter from the FBI, I laughed out loud the absurdity of trying to suggest that it wasn't a matter of public interest. I sent them back a letter with a copy of a Washington Post article and some Google search terms to show just how many articles there were out there. So it was funny at first, but then I was a little angry about it. Within the last 12 hours, I've actually changed my view on the significance of this story. I originally thought the FBI was trying to protect Mrs. Clinton. I now think the FBI is trying to protect itself. And I think that's because they not only did an extremely poor job in the investigation, but they sabotaged the investigation. So at this point, if the records start coming out, I mean, already today we've had the release of records showing that Mr. Comey had already decided to exonerate her before she had finished the investigation. So if that's the case, then the FBI does not want the records coming out because it will make them look even worse.